Hi, welcome to episode 39 of the GunWriterTV.
Good to see you, Lee.
Good to see you, Mike. And we are here with very special guest, Jay Stenger, the new manager,
Jay, glad to see you.
club manager of
Thank you.
Ancient Oak Gun Club. You started last week.
Yes, I did. I started Friday morning. Left Florida Wildlife Commission up at Ten Rock Shooting Center in Lakeland, and working for Lakewood Ranch, Ancient Oak Sporting Clays Club.
And we're pleased as hell to have you here.
Glad to be here. It's Old Home Week. We were just talking about, I worked here in the early 80s, right around the corner at GTE, Florida. I have a lot of friends in Sarasota, Bradenton.
Excellent. Well, we met you the first time when you had revitalized Ten Rock.
Yeah.
I got to say, you made a ballsy call up there. There were bullet escapement issues. You were the range master. You did the right thing, and ceased fire. Yep. And then you built that range all the way back up from it had been abused and abused. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, the Ten Rock is a beautiful facility, about 8,000 acres, 100 of which are devoted to shooting sports.
Nice.
Pistol, rifle, very nice sporting clays course, beautiful archery course, and little known but rediscovered air gun course.
Which is free for the kids.
You bet.
That's
and
awesome.
The place had been owned by the state, donated by the mining industry back in the 90s. The state turned it over to concessionaires throughout the years.
Vendors who would come in and run it.
You bet. Yeah, and lots of good folks have had their hand in Ten Rock. It had been allowed to get a little run down. So I decided to start kind of de-jungling, for lack of a better word, rebuilding some rotten wooden structures, and reopened an air gun range that had not been used in about 15 years. But the main accomplishment, if you will, I think in my mind was I called to cease fire on the rifle and pistol ranges because of unsafe ricochets. What ricochet is safe? But
none.
Yeah.
None.
Exactly.
And you revitalized the range. There's new baffles up. There's new landscaping. You personally had to dig down and find the drainage.
Yeah, the place was very well built initially, designed by Clark Vargas, a well-known range engineer.
World renowned.
Yes, and it had been allowed to erode, which it's a former phosphate mine, and that particular area was a clay settling area. So the rain just over the 20 years pushed silt down onto the drainage system, and I uncovered it literally with pick and shovel.
Wow.
3 feet of mud over the pipes.
So it's up and running now.
It is. It's beautiful. The state brought in a contractor and rebuilt the berms to the original specifications. Very safe. It's higher than ever. Clark is still in the business and came out and inspected the job and said it looked better than the day it opened. So I'm very proud of that.
So because of your accomplishment, Rex Jensen, the CEO of Schrader Manatee Ranch.
Now we get him.
Yeah, now we get him.
He's all ours.
Reached out and grabbed you. What are you looking at? I mean, we shoot at Ancient Oak several times.
Great.
As often as we can. What are you looking forward to bringing out there?
Lakewood Ranch is just a spectacular setting, and it's got a lot of amenities that contribute to a lifestyle, and Ancient Oak is one of those, and it's a great gun club. We've got 30 sporting clays stations.
30, wow.
30.
Which allows me a luxury I did not have at Ten Rock. I can have 2 separate courses going at the same time.
So you could have one open for a shoot and then another one for walk-ins.
You bet. And
so you don't turn people away.
You bet. We don't have to close the facility for an NSCA, National Sporting Clays Association registered shoot. We can allow walk-ins during those shoots, and it also allows me day to day to have 2 different skill levels, or several different skill levels, so that the guys who know what they're doing and do it very frequently.
That'd be like Mike.
No,
there you go. So I hear. So I hear.
Beginner's luck.
Was that 99 out of 100?
No, only 44 out of 50, but
hey, only.
I'll take that. I'll take that for my second time.
He's going to be giving lessons to Bill McGuire.
There you go.
In the near future.
There you go.
He'll forget more than I'll ever learn. Yeah.
So let me talk about National Sporting Clays Association.
Yes.
The #1 question, we just had a shoot yesterday, registered shoot.
How'd that go?
very, very well. We had, I think, 40 shooters and a nice lunch, beautiful weather. It turned out great. The number one question on those guys' minds was, are you going to continue the National Sporting Clays Association registered shoots? The answer is definitely yes.
Good. Good to know.
I did discontinue them at Tenoroc, and the reason was I didn't feel the range, the staff, the setup was up to par to conduct successful shoots.
But you're going to continue them at Ancient Oak.
Absolutely.
Great.
We are definitely ready for them there and have run the state championship there. So
Yeah, and that
it's
went off,
premier.
other than a couple hours of shitty weather. Oops, that went off rather well.
We've got that covered, and we'll take care of that next year, so no problem with the weather next year.
Excellent, excellent. BB gun archery.
Yeah.
Turns out Rex has been looking for something for the kids for years.
That's kind of my passion. I'm a certified USA archery instructor. I love getting involved in things like 4-H shooting sports, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts shooting, the merit badge programs, et cetera. And we had talked about this before, Lee. Three of us probably learned the same way shooting sports. Grandpa, dad, uncles, big brother, whoever takes you along through the woods carrying maybe a BB gun at first. And then possibly a 22 when you get to be 12, 13 years old. 410 shotgun, you know the progression.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of people are interested in guns and shooting sports now, which is great for all of us. But they don't have that opportunity to go back and start from a BB gun. So we find a lot of people, those of us in the gun range business, find a lot of people actually arriving at the range with a gun in a box they had just obtained from the gun store, no
From
training.
Mike.
There you go. So hopefully, and that's not a problem. That's a challenge for folks like me to get ahead of and deal with and handle properly. So I think air guns is a natural, not the ultimate solution, but it's one of the steps we need to take in getting kids in particular or adults. I have a Red Ryder myself. I own it. I bought it. It's a lot of fun, and get them shooting safely with a BB gun. Get them kind of hooked on the sport and
Right.
let them progress from there.
I think that's a hell of a plan.
Yeah, and you don't need a huge big area for air guns.
10 meters, 10 meters,
yeah,
and as wide as you want to provide lanes, and you're good to go. Yeah.
So that would fit in perfect out there.
You
'cause
bet it.
You got the
You bet.
space.
Oh, God, yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
it's a postage stamp compared to what we've
And
got
archery,
there.
I'm big into archery.
I've helped to coach, I got to brag here, helped to coach the
Please.
state champion high school archery team at Lakewood Christian School for a couple years, and
Nice.
have a lot of great friends there, and have been involved in NASP, National Archery in the Schools
I
program.
didn't even know schools had archery programs.
Yeah, elementary, middle school, and high schools may field a team and have intramural, intrastate shoots, a state championship. They go to national championships, and they may go to world championships.
And there are scholarship dollars available.
It's a big, big deal. Not only scholarshiply, but the archery industry, I think, made a brilliant move a decade or so ago when they said, we really need this to catch on in the younger years and not wait for somebody to be prepared to buy a $1,000 compound bow.
Yeah.
Right.
So they designed and invented a bow called the Genesis bow, which Matthews Archery still manufactures.
It's a sweet little bow.
Yes.
It's a hybrid bow. It's a cross between a recurve and a compound. I own one of those too. I bought it for myself. It's a lot of fun to shoot. Any draw length may shoot it. Anyone shooting up to 20 pounds can shoot it.
Well, we look forward to you coming back here and keeping us updated about what's going on, especially when you get the BB gun and the archery course open.
Great.
Yeah, I can't wait to get out there and shoot some clays. For the people that don't know, it's Ancient Oak
Gun Club.
Gun Club. And where's the address again?
We're off of 64, excuse me, east of 75, and we're at the north side of Lakewood Ranch. And it costs 45 cents per clay bird. You can shoot as many or as few as you like.
You can't beat that.
Thanks, brother.
You bet.
We look forward
All
to
right.
seeing you out there.
Thank you.
God bless, long live the Republic, and keep your powder dry.